Okay, this is a review of the GeckoTek build plate. It's turned out to actually be quite a nice build plate. When I first installed it, I didn't clean the surface with isopropyl alcohol, and I experienced some delamination. Since I have wiped it down and adjusted my nozzle height, so now I am getting great adhesion, even with support material at the edges. So, I've also discovered the most satisfying thing in 3D printing, pretty much to date, and it is this. So, as you can see, there isn't any degradation of the surface for the first few prints, so I could see this going quite a long ways. So their advertised 100 prints might be accurate. Looking at the bottom of the part, I have adjusted my nozzle probably a little too low, so now that I'm getting such great adhesion, I'm probably going to bring it up a little bit. So that's actually what the ripples are. Normally it's very nice and smooth. So the support material is a little bonded to the part due to the really short distance from the printer nozzle to the build plate. So that's squishing the material and kind of oozes out into the support material. Focus, damn it. So that's pretty good. It's a great plate. I would suggest buying one. I have my Replicator 2X set up with the build plate. To install this, the stock MakerBot plate has to come out, and the heater element is adhered to the back with like a double stick Kapton tape. If you remove the heater element, you're going to want to either add thermal grease or locate some double stick Kapton tape to re-adhere the element to the back side of this plate before installing the insulation and the backing plate. Right now I'm just have some thermal grease under there, and I've noticed that the build plate doesn't heat up nearly as fast. I don't know if that's because it's a big thick plate of aluminum that we're heating now versus the thin-walled stock build plate. I'm gonna say yes, that's probably exactly it. So maybe in the future we could see a mag base that's based more off of the stock MakerBot plate. And honestly, I might make a new build plate with some magnets in it. So installing the plate, pretty self-explanatory, pretty easy. Works out really nice. I like to slide the plate across to kind of sweep the magnets off so it seats nice. You can move it around pretty easily. So when you get the one for the MakerBot 2X, they actually put a little bit of engineering, a fair amount. You can't really see, but on the sides there are little pockets so you can get your finger under there and pull the plate up. However, I find myself sliding it off so I don't break it off more often than I do picking it up using the pockets. So it's a great plate. If this one gets damaged, which I can't see it getting degrading too fast, I definitely will be purchasing another one. I also received the nylon plate, which is not they don't have their logo printed on it, and the nylon adhesive seams or coating is a lot duller. And actually, I noticed in this there's quite a few little divots, which aesthetically aren't too great, but if it holds nylon as well as it holds PLA, I think it's going to be a pretty good plate. And it fits nicely under the Z-Gan.